Welcome everyone as I create a new tablescape today using a moody look and a bountiful harvest. Hope you enjoy it. I've incorporated some of my ideas from my neutral color palette as well as my grape theme mantle. Okay, so we're back in the dining room today and I've done two different tablescapes for you so far. The floral runner, the one hanging off the side, and the pumpkins everywhere one, which people really liked. I think they like that one better than the floral runner. Today I'm going to be doing the table that's going to be, this is the one that I'm going to leave here for a while, and I'm gaining inspiration from myself for this one actually, because for number one is I like to do the dining room as a bountiful harvest all the time for fall. I don't care how many times I do it. I like to do it for us for the fall. And number two is the mantle that most people liked was, believe it or not, the green and white one, as well as the grape one, which I didn't think people were going to like. So I'm going to combine that green and the white and the grape and the harvest, all of that in this tablescape. Hope you like it. The first thing that's going down is this runner with the leaves on it, and it has that creamy white and the browns and the green in it, which will go perfect with the design that I'm doing. But I'll tell you the truth, probably it won't even be seen once I'm done. So it'll kind of be a little secret between you and me that we know it's there. All right, so next I put on one of these mirrors. You've seen it in Walmart. They're like $7.99. Well, in this area they are. I don't know what they are in your area. Could be cheaper. But I just saw them recently and they're still $7.99. So I put that down and that'll add a reflective property to what I'm going to put in there. So actually it kind of like doubles what I'm going to put there. This works really well for Christmas too, P.S. Okay, so I know you guys love to see tricks, and here is a trick. I have this board right here. You see it? It's a board. And what I did was I stapled this garland to the board. Now, what that's going to do is, number one, it's going to anchor the garland to the board, to the table, so it's not flimsy and moves around. Number two is, if MaryAnn says to me, Joe, we need the dining room table clear, we're having people over and I want to have it in the dining room, I can pick the whole arrangement up in one shot without it being a big mess and just bring it to another room. And then when it's done, I can bring it back again. I thought that up a few years back when I had the table all decorated and we had unexpected guests that MaryAnn wanted to have at the dining room table, and I had to take the whole thing apart, and it was painful. So this is a good trick and an easy trick if you have to do a quick change artist. Okay, so look at that. Now tell me that's not a great idea. That is a great idea. Okay, so every tablescape that I've done so far, I've been saying it's a fantasy, and this is not going to be any different. It's a fantasy, but I'm going to pretend as if it was going to be here for a dinner party, which means that you don't want anything that blocks the view of the person that's sitting across the table. So you can't have this big giant thing in the middle or anywhere else here, because it would kind of create a wall down the middle of the table. So you have to keep it very low profile. So the only thing that's actually a little bit high right here are these candles, but they're not obstructive. And if you're sitting here, you can see like that. It's not like a craziness. Now, usually I put candles in last, but this time I knew I wanted 3 candles, so I put them in first. And if you notice, what I used was, these are just other candles that are turned upside down right here that I'm using for stands. I don't want to waste any candle holders that I have in here because I don't have that many and I need them for other places. So that was the next thing. Next, I'm going to pick out some pumpkins to start with that first. Green, and I think I'm doing green and apple green and white. I think that's what I'm going to do. Layer your pumpkins so that they look aesthetic and pleasing to your eye. Next, for my harvest, I'm putting in these pears. They look real, don't they? So like everything else, I use floral wire to attach them. And again, I put them in very organically, just here and there. Next is apples. This fall is a big surge of using apples for floral, for fall design, but I was going to use them anyway because they are perfect for a harvest theme. And just like the pears, I wired them in using floral wire, and I scattered them about in a very organic fashion so that it doesn't look contrived. Next will be some greenery just to hide that garland. So as I put it in, I just keep stepping back and I go back and forth and back and forth, and I try to make it as balanced as possible without it being exactly the same on both sides because it's supposed to look like nature. Next, I'm going to use these celery flowers and hydrangeas. It is fall, so I'm going to add some leaves in. Now, they look orange in the video, but they're way more brown looking. I picked brown ones. And here you see I have the flowers scattered about in the arrangement here. Something about the leaves just brought the whole thing to life for me. I don't know, it just kind of really drove the whole idea home for me. A little variation on color. How about some purple? Look how great it looks against the green of those pumpkins and the celery green of those hydrangeas and other flowers I used. Next, I added grapes, and we have a finished product. Thanks for stopping by today. I really appreciate it. I'll be doing the buffet and the china closet shortly, so come back and check it out. Okay, buddy, take care and have a good one. Bye-bye.